Hello, good morning, and welcome to my kitchen and to beautiful downtown crestline in the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California's Inland Empire. Yes, I'm a camera klutz as well as a kitchen klutz. Okay, this is something I've already had, and so is this, but they will be relevant. Geez, I'll be right back. Forgot something. One apple and one potato. So I can show you what some of these gadgets are and what they're for. Potato, apple. All right. Okay. Now, let's try to get the camera looking at the stuff. Criminy. Uh-huh. Okay, I'll just have to pick things up, I guess. I can't seem to get the camera to behave. There's a cat in the background. There. Um, that helps. All right. First off, you know what these are? I got all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things at the thrift shop for $1. These, see how they're pointy on the end? These are nut picks. When you, I have a nutcracker somewhere, but I didn't get it at the thrift shop, at least not this time. There's another cat in the background. Hi, Tutu. Hi, sweetie. Kitty cats. After you crack a nut open, like a walnut especially, or a pecan, you use these to pick out the nut from the shell. Cool. Now, I used to have some, but, well, I don't know what happened to them. They might be around here somewhere. How about this funny looking scimitar shaped thingy? It is not particularly sharp. I can run my fingers over it, no problem, as long as I don't push hard. This is for scooping cheese out of one of those little containers of soft cheese, whether it's your cream cheese or something fancier. And then once you've scooped it out, you spread it on a cracker or a slice of bread, whatever. Now, this one. If you were around in the 70s, you'll recognize this. It's a fondue fork. If you're fonduing something small like shrimp or chunks of chicken or whatever, something that isn't melting away, you stab maybe a piece of fruit, whatever. Fondue is like a slow cooker where you melt cheese sauce. You stab this to pull it out so you don't go nuts trying to catch things with a fork or a spoon. And certainly don't put your fingers in a fondue pot. That stuff is hot and it sticks to you. Now, the real prize, the real treasure, this tool. See, it has some teeth here and a slicer here and a real pointy tip, sharp. Well, first off, if I'm peeling something tough, a fruit or veggie like an apple or a potato, the regular peeler is harder to use. It's kind of flimsy. And on top of that, I've actually had this kind of peeler break. I've had the metal part break off of the handle when doing an apple or something else that's tough. This one, you can peel your fruits and veggies without it breaking. But the real magic is that it's an apple corer. You can, oh, that's the bottom. Find the stem and push this down and twist it around and pull out the apple core. Now I've had this for a long time. It's supposed to work, but I can't get it to work at all unless I peel the apple first. And even then, it usually just doesn't work very well. I have to push and rock back and forth. This gadget is much easier for me to use. Now this one has a loose handle, which is probably why it was donated. It has a little hole here in the metal collar, and it's supposed to have a little metal pin, a tiny nail in that hole, but it's missing. So I will be getting a little pin to put in that hole. Well, hi, Pio. Welcome in. I just saw you. Oops, let's see. I'm doing typos. Okay, once again, this is for spreading cheese. You can use it to slice a hard cheese, but it's made for scooping out. Have to tell my phone to be quiet. Come on, phone, quit that. Mother. Oops, I almost said a really bad word. Be quiet, phone. Okay. It's really made for scooping out a soft cheese and then spreading it on a cracker or a slice of bread. It is not very sharp. See, I can run it across my hand. And my favorite are the nut picks. My family always had a nut bowl, a wooden bowl with compartments for different nuts like walnuts, pecans, filberts, Brazil nuts. And when you crack open a shelled walnut or pecan, you use these to pick out the nut out of the shell. They're pointy on the end. Woohoo, pointy, with a little scoop, almost like a spoon. And this was a fondue fork. When you have one of those fondue pots, it's like a slow cooker to heat up cheese sauce and keep it hot. You use this to pull out, a shrimp or a piece of chicken or whatever this fork can grab. It's much easier than with a spoon. But I think my favorite of this collection is my apple corer. It also peels them. I use it on apples and potatoes. Of course, you don't core a potato, but sometimes you have a bad spot. Maybe it got hit by the hoe, or maybe for some reason it's turning to a nasty color. Maybe it wants to sprout from one of the eyes. You can poke this in to the potato and dig out the bad spot. Very handy tool. Okay, that's all I've got for you this morning, but do keep in mind I think it was yesterday. No, it was day before yesterday. Sunday, I posted 2 videos, one of preparing the ingredients for a homemade spaghetti sauce, and then a video about cooking the spaghetti sauce. So first you see me browning the meat and the veggies, the vegetables. And then in the second video, you will see me adding them to a big stock pot and putting in tomato sauce, spices, etc. They're on this channel, so feel free to look for them. Now I gotta go, but thank you, and God bless. I'll be on the other channel. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. Probably this afternoon. And thank you, Pio, and everyone who watches this. See you later. Bye.